Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly challenge, Survivor of the Fittest on Edgefield Road, and I'm going to show you how to complete this challenge on no evidence gameplay. This is going to be a no evidence run. Zero evidence is given with high hunt durations with a lot of potential hiding spots, which is going to be very good for us. Of course, zero sanity, no pill restoration, and that's the most important part. This is literally the channel's specialty to do this type of challenges, so let's do it. We will need an EMF to be able to find out the ghost room easier in case, and take the two crucifixes and of course a lighter. We will need light source. We'll leave one crucifix here because we will go with that straight away in the house. Take my smudgies, at least 2 layers of salt. I will show you exactly how to set them up as well for rate and gallo testing. Let me take at least 2 firelights. Actually, let's take 3, why not? For Unreal testing, because Unreals can blow out the same firelight within 20 seconds. And take 2 of our adrenaline syringes. Okay, first things first, put that adrenaline there. What I'm going to do now is the following. Go inside and place the cruci right here, and place a salt at the end of the stairs and one next the sofa. Normal go speed. Let's test for yokai. Yes, the ghost came straight to us. Let's see if this ghost has line of sight. It definitely has line of sight. Alright, this ghost has line of sight speed. It wasn't any of the very fast ghosts. For example, it wasn't a Diogen because it didn't know where we are. Wasn't a Hantu because it had line of sight. So these ghosts do not have line of sight. Right, it just did an event. Alright, so it wasn't a Diogen, Hantu, Revenant, and Tay, and the Diam because these ghosts have line of sight. Revenant would have been slow, Tay and Hantu very fast because it's snowing outside, and no Moro either would have been a lot faster. It is not a Galu as far as I know, because it didn't speed up when he stepped into that salt, and it's not a Ray because he stepped in salt in general. I give electronic burst and it wasn't a yokai. It wasn't too visible to be an Oni, wasn't too invisible to be a phantom. I did not see any Obake shapeshift. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Almost died though. So this ghost hunted 1 minute and 24. So we are most likely dealing with a demon. Alright, I almost screwed this up. Alright, so what do we know about demons? Demons, for example, are the most aggressive hunters in the game. They can hunt 20 seconds after a hunt. So only 20-second cooldown between hunts. And if you smudge them, they can hunt after 1 minute only instead of the normal minute and a half. So since this ghost might not even be here, but it started a hunt right here. Alright, it live breaking events. So it can hunt very aggressively. And I'll try to show again that after I smudge the ghost, it will hunt within 1 minute and a minute and a half. Don't need to be scared, because the ghost doesn't know you're here. Let's get this ghost back here. Come here. Look, I started the timer. Good. So, if the ghost hunts again between 1 minute and a minute and a half, it means it's a demon, because every other ghost would hunt after a minute and a half, except the spirit, which typically hunts after 3 minutes of being smudged. Let's see if we can find the ghost room. It's somewhere here. It's most likely in this bathroom. But we have 5-second grace period, so we have a lot of time to get away in case the ghost decides to hunt earlier. Plus, the demons get crucified on a bigger radius than any other ghost. So basically, the demon has a 1.5 time multiplier on the crucifixion range. That means if this is only 3 meters radius, it means the demon will be crucified on a 4.5 meter radius. Not a life-breaking event. We need to smudge the ghost again. So I'm going to show you now a very good hiding spot, which is this one. The ghost will never see you unless it goes right where is the door. So if it reaches the door, it's gonna see you and you are screwed, but otherwise, like 99% of the time, you are good. So let's wait for the ghost to hunt again and check it out what it is. Alright, smudge. It did 2 live breaking events and is doing a lot of singing events. This is 100% not the shade. Let's put this here. No, only did a misform event. See, minute 24, we got a demon. It's a pretty lazy demon, to be fair. Gotcha. Perfect. Let's lock in the demon. Alright, yes, it was a demon because of the timer. But let's do it one more time. Because the weekly challenge is 3 times. Might as well do it one more time. Maybe we get something slightly harder. Same setup. I won't show it again. Alright, let's do it again. Same tactic. Goose in the middle. Salt here. Salt here. It's already hunting. Normal speed. Hit the salt. did not get faster, so it's not a gallow. It's not a raid because it stepped into salt in general. Alright, this was a very speed running. I was keep giving electronic burst and the ghost did not decide to hunt on me, so it's a yokai. So this was the perfect yokai test that you were able to see. If I give electronic burst from my electronics, the ghost had no clue where I am. Every other ghost would have been instantly able to detect me from this range, and the yokai is the only ghost that does not do that. So let's lock in yokai. 2.5 meter detection range for voice chat and electronics compared to 7.5 and 9 meters. Alright, let's do it one more time to be complete with the weekly challenge. Right, same tactic. Let's move the cruci here. Another cruci here. This is the good sauce, I'm putting it here. Male ghost model, so it's not a Banshee Diane. Yeah, it's Lyri. Very normal speed. Hit the first layer of salt. And hit the second layer of salt. So it is not a Gallu, it's not a Wraith. It wasn't fast to be a Thay, Hantu, Moroi or Diogent. It wasn't a Revenant because it would have been very, very slow. And it's not a Yokai now because I gave electronic burst and you were able to see clearly came to me. Alright, let's try to find the ghost room, I guess. I guess I don't need that. Alright, let's try to find the ghost room. Maybe it's here? I don't see my breath here. No breath here either. One shoe here, so it might be here. Might be living room ghost. It can hunt any second now. Oh yes, it did a singing event, my bad, so it wasn't a shade. Very normal speed. It hunted before 3-minute timer, so it's not a spirit. It's not a Raiju, would have been a lot faster and active electronics. And since it's a normal speed, it cannot be a Nobamba or twins. Ghost wants some help. Alright, since the first game, you were able to see that the demon has a 1.5 times crucify. 1.5 times. Oh! Perfectly opening a door. We got ourselves a Yurei. It opened in a clear 1 second swing the door from here to here. It didn't do this instantly. Like this. It did slowly. 1 second clear movement like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves. If it's not a mimic, we got ourselves a Yurei. Yes, it was a Urey. That was a perfect example. It used, I think, its ability exactly once right in front of our faces, and we were able to tell instantly it was a Urey. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful for you to complete this weekly challenge. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you need any other type of help for no evidence gameplay, since I want to become the Bible of the no evidence. And make sure to check out my no evidence quiz app, where you can learn in a more interactive way everything about the ghost in the no evidence topic with 56 unique questions. And see you guys next time.